Hello, everybody. Welcome to another exciting edition of Omnibros live on a Thursday night. It's your boy Gio here from Manga Geekdom, and I'm joined by the insufferable omnibus collector, rest in peace, not Kingdom himself. Riley, how you doing?
I'm still grieving the loss of the Not Kingdom.
I still have your board here. I forgot to delete it, so we can goof around with that for a bit.
Which we, of course, had to wait because at the very last minute, like last Friday, Viz came in and said, "Oh, actually, we're going to do the announcements next Friday." So we did do a stream. I don't know if anyone watching right now was there, but like Colleen and Will and myself just sat and like talked and answered questions and stuff like that. But yes, I had made the kind of like a rest in peace to my Not Kingdom space, and I made my Kingdom license bingo board with different things that could happen. But since I made this, I had an idea, an epiphany, if you will, of something that might happen. And we can talk about it later, but I'm just going to throw it out there right now. I posted on Twitter, but what if they're announcing it like straight to box set? And that's the strategy that Viz uses.
That could be fun. My guess was a 2-in-1 or a 3-in-1, but a box set would be pretty dope as well.
Well, how are you doing today? How's been?
Doing all right. I posted a video on my channel, but I'll talk about that towards the end of the show because it's a different sort of video for the channel. But doing all right, it's one of those weird weeks where nothing's happening, but stuff is happening at the same time, and I don't know how to like process everything. So I'm like I'm numb. Okay, cool. But thank you everybody for joining. Appreciate it. Thank you all so much. Hit the like button, share the video, post it on your social media, share it with your friends. I don't know what you do, but be sure to share it and helps us grow and all that stuff. Tonight we got solicits, we got some manga hauls, maybe, I don't know. We got some first impressions, we got some goofs, we got some gaps, a little bit in between. But most importantly, we got you watching right now. And let's give a shout out to our sponsor making tonight's broadcast happen. That is, of course, InStockTrades.com, your home for collected editions. You get your omnibus, trade paperback, hardcover, and most importantly, manga for great discounted prices that range from 25 to 55% off. Free shipping in the US at $50 or more. And there's the loyalty discount, which adds an extra 2% discount to your order if you make it on a week-by-week basis. So that 50% off book now became a 52% off book. You're not going to get that at the other stores. You get it at InStockTrades.com. Great packaging, wonderful customer service. That is IST, as the kids like to say, InStock Trades. And, of course, at some point during the month, we will be doing the gift card giveaway, courtesy of InStock Trades. All you got to do is show up, hang out with us in the chat. So we're live Mondays, Thursdays, and Fridays. So tune in to find out when that will happen. 8 p.m.-ish Eastern Standard Time. Shout out, once again, InStockTrades.com. Here's the main website, of course. If you want to find out about the deals of the week, we reveal that on Mondays. So stay tuned for the Monday show. We do that after previews. Right now, you can get the DC Finest Teen Titans Dudes Contract trade paperback at 55% off. You got that Flash Mark Waid Omnibus Volume 2 at 50% off. And the Secret Wars Jonathan Hickman Omnibus. One of the three covers is already sold out, but you can still get one of these two right here. And the manga deal of the week goes to Vinland Saga Deluxe Hardcover Volume 6 at 45% off. If you have that loyalty discount, it'd be 47% off. That's very close to half off. That's insane. Shout out to IST. Of course, you got your new releases and your top sellers and all that fun stuff.
I'm honestly surprised that one of those covers of the Secret Wars Hickman Omnibus sold out, because that book is kind of weird. It's like Secret Wars,
two oversized hardcovers mixed together.
Yeah, it's the Secret Wars hardcover and Time Runs Out, which was in the Hickman Avengers Omnibus 2.
2, yes.
So I'm surprised that the book has sold out, because I felt like most people who would have been interested, this would be a weird double dip for them with something else. But I don't know. I guess not. But I definitely got that Mark Waid Flash, and I got that Vinland Saga Volume 6, the second of the brown cover, and then Volume 7 and 8 will be the green cover volumes.
Green, yeah. I heard that the idea was like a symbolic gesture of going from like war to peace with the coloring or something like that. So there you go. Shout out.
So maybe
get all these amazing books at In-Stock Trades.
Maybe because 10 should be the last of those. I know the series hasn't ended yet, but just gauging by how Yukimura's been talking about it, it seems like it'll end where Volume 10 would be the last hardcover. Mm-hmm. I wonder if they'll be blue, like going from green into blue.
Blue, that'd be fun. Yeah.
If that's the transition is supposed to be, like that. So blue, maybe a yellowish color, something.
Tim, thank you for joining. Sorry. Kingdom will be paperback omnibus. My guess was a signature 2-in-1. That's my.
So this is why I told Gio why I thought about it this way. I had posted a community post on my YouTube channel to let people know, like, hey, this leaked. The announcement is coming soon, but I just wanted to put it out there. This is what we do know. We don't know XYZ. And so someone commented on it and said, how long do you think after it comes out would it take for them to do a box set? And I was going to say, I wouldn't directly count on that, because of the fact that barely any, less than 10% of Viz's titles have box sets. It is a long one though, so it would, if anything, it would make sense to get one. And as I was thinking up my response, the gears started turning in my head, and I realized that the weird thing about what the leaked information that we saw was, it was a listing for a single volume digital. The price of a single digital volume of a Viz Signature series is $10.50 or whatever. I think that's the price on those. Whatever the price is, it matched the price of a single length digital volume, like Golden Kamui or something like that. Whereas a 2-in-1, the digital price is more expensive. So if you look at the digital cost for a volume, an ebook of Alice in Borderland, it costs more. And they wouldn't do, obviously saying that, if they do 2-in-1s, they do the equivalent digitally. If they do single volumes, they do that equivalent digitally. Mm-hmm. So if they were releasing 2-in-1s or 3-in-1s or some different type of volume, I kept thinking, why would they also do single volume digital unless they're doing single volume physical, which would be terrible because of the length of the series. Even if they did 1 volume per month, that's 6 years to catch up if they do one.
That's a lot.
Yeah. So it's a lot. And it didn't make sense to me. And so that is an option for them to do a single volume a month to catch up. But I realized if it went straight to box set, they would also probably do digital single volumes. And that's when I thought that this is not out of the question. It wouldn't be out of the question to tackle a huge license like this with box sets, because it alleviates not just the amount of time that it will take them to publish the series, to catch up to the series, but
this was the original listing, by the way, that popped
$10.99. That's the cost. And that's the cost of pretty much every, unless there's a discount or a sale or something, that's the cost of a regular single volume signature series ebook. But not only would it cut down on the time, but also the big contention is a longer series. You always have a drop off in sales from volume to volume. But if it's a box set, there's only so many items. And so that drop off is not going to be as crazy going from volume 1 to 75 as opposed to, like, let's say they did 3 box sets of 25 volumes each. Now the price of entry, of course, is really high, in which case I would, if I were part of Viz's marketing team and I were trying to think about how to do that, I would say we publish them as box sets, but we have digital single volumes and we release the chapters on the Viz app. That way, while the price for entry is high, and you're not going to have the ability for someone to just be like, oh, it's a $15 book, I'll just pick it up and see if I like it. If the chapters are on the Viz app, which I'm sure that they would want to put them on there so that eventually they can do simulpub. They'll probably just start doing simulpub, honestly, and then kind of fill in the gaps like they do with other stuff. But that, if they're like, right now, 10 chapters are available, or like the first arc is available for digital, then people could read that, know that they're interested in it, and then make an informed purchase of a box set.
We'll see. Will
They Were 11 is the Denpa book.
I was not thinking about that book. Sorry. Okay, now I get it.
They did.
They Were 11 come out this year. Okay,
I believe they said that they had copies coming to their offices. So that spells out that it should be out sometime in the next couple months or so. But the funny part, I don't know if you saw this, Gio, but like people posted on, because the listing, they didn't update the listing with like retailers. So the listing still said that it came out like a week or two ago. Right. And on like Amazon, Barnes and Noble, etc., it said that it was already out, but like nobody had stock. And so there was one of the pages, like the OASG or whatever, posted about it being like, this is coming out this week. And everyone was like, what? And like, they started getting mad at Denpa about it. Like I saw people tweeting against Denpa about that. And it was literally just like, you know how people get, and I think there was people saying like, why are you lying? And it's literally just them forgetting to put the date out with the distributor so that the retailers
supposedly now the updated listing says March 18th.
So it was like January, whatever, like the last week of January or something like that.
Right. I think when March 18 rolls around, it's going to update later to say like June or July or something like that.
Yeah,
that's my hunch.
It just depends on like when they get it from the printer.
Kingdom straight to box set, and then no more announcements. So rather can go back to using not Kingdom as the bingo freebie. That would be hilarious. People would be upset though. It seems the box sets happen due to the anime gaining popularity. James says, what if Viz does a Kickstarter for Kingdom, physical or box set? I don't know. I'm not. Has Viz ever done a Kickstarter before?
No, the only manga publisher that I know has done Kickstarters is DMP. They did the Tezuka Kickstarters, and those did not all go very well. Like they got funded, and then they just never released the books.
Fantastic.
I don't think that this would be. I would be surprised if this would be a Kickstarter thing, but I don't think that it's a terrible idea for. I don't think it would be a terrible idea for them to do that, like for a publisher to do Kickstarter, because there's a lot of releases that people want, but it's just not feasible for someone to do anything.
Kingdom isn't already licensed digitally, though. A single volume a month would absolutely give us garbage translation, I think.
I don't agree with that, because you go back to when Viz did 3 or 4 volumes a month of like Naruto and One Piece, and it was fine.
Chapters on the Viz app along with the box sets would be great, especially since a lot of people don't want to shell out for box sets right off the bat. I'm a little worried if Kingdom will sell well with later volumes and they don't get caught up as it's financially unviable. Thank you. No problem. William Lee, thank you for joining. People on the internet are so annoying. Like, y'all, not everything is lying and trickery and deceit. Oh, for the
Yeah,
for 11. Got it.
Yeah, it was literally like just they forgot to update the on sale date.
Right. I still think Kingdom will be an omnibus. We'll see. We'll find out in almost 14 to 16 hours from now. Glacier Bay Books does a lot of Kickstarters. Oh yeah, I forgot about them.
I did forget about that too.
Good. Thank you.
I don't think that there's like this like. So whenever like Boom has done Kickstarters for like Power Rangers, there's a lot of people who always have like a really like salty take on that. I guess like they're not really happy that a big publisher that's supposed to have the money to do this stuff is going to crowdfunding. But also the problem with when Boom does it is it gets funded, but then the people who bought it via Kickstarter often get it after, like, because they also put it in stores. And so people who bought it on Kickstarter often will get it after the people that are just buying it off of retailers get it. And they wind up having spent more. So that's one of the things that like Boom Studios kind of doesn't make people very happy about. But I think like the way that other publishers do it might be okay, and also the way that they did with GI Joe, like Skybound and Image, it was like a limited version, like the hardcover version.
Mm-hmm.
So the other people get the paperback if you didn't do the Kickstarter, but if you wanted the hardcover and you wanted them all at the same time, the whole series, then you do the Kickstarter. I've talked to a couple people, like industry people at publishers, about doing like big licenses, and the idea of Kickstarter did come out, but I think that a lot of them are like apprehensive because of things that have happened, and also like just the idea of like we're a publisher that's supposed to have the money to do these kinds of things. Like we shouldn't be asking the consumers about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm a little bummed with book Kickstarters. I can see that.
I liked the GI Joe one. It was good. It was expensive, but it was really a good product.
We'll see. Speaking of books or manga or something, I don't know. It's a weird transition. The first topic of the night. Actually, no, wait. Did you haul anything by any chance? You want to show the peeps?
I don't think so. I don't think I've had anything arrive since last week. And last week, I don't think I even showed anything.
The hell did I get? I got something here, but I don't know. Where did I put it? Hold on. Great. Now I can't find it. Is this it? Nope. That's not it. Hold on. This may be one book. I don't know. Dark Gathering, Volume 11. I have a mess here of books. Hold on. Nope, that's not it. None of these are the books I'm looking for. Anyways, whatever. Just the one book for now. If I find them later, I'll show them off. The first news item that I got for you guys is pretty interesting. Shogakukan, friends of the channel, they are launching a manga reader for the Switch. I don't know if you saw this.
Oh, I did.
Fortunately, this Siliconera, or however you pronounce it, article does not have the picture, but I'll look for it in a minute. Consumers will have a new way to read manga on the go. On March 13th, Shogakukan will launch a new manga reader for the Switch. The announcement came from a member of the Korokoro editorial department via X. The post provided a look as to how the manga reader will function on the Switch. Thanks, Manga Watch. I guess I'm going to go to Manga Watch. All right. You can take a look below. Let's open this picture. Come on, open up. Oh, yeah, here it is. Okay. That's what I wanted to show. So you're going to read it like this, vertically. There is a comic book. There was one app already released here that you can download. I can't remember the name. I think it was Inky Pen or something ink related. I don't think it did very well. So I don't know if they'd be interested in trying this again for the English market. Because I don't think people look at their Switch and say, you know what would be great if I could read manga in it instead of playing video games.
You know, what's kind of an interesting tidbit is that Seven Seas launched as a manga app on the PSP.
What? That is so random. I did not know that.
Yeah, it's on their Wikipedia page. If you go to Seven Seas Entertainment, it says April 2005, Seven Seas became the first manga publisher to release downloadable. So they didn't start as, but back like about a year, less than a year after they started, because they started in October of 04, I think. Released downloadable manga content for the PlayStation Portable, and as a result, gained over 12,000 downloads in the first 5 days. Seven Seas followed the PlayStation Portable announcement with enlisting the platinum selling, blah, 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 blah. That has nothing to do with. But a lot of the early stuff was OEL, like original English language manga, which were a lot of them written by like their. I think a few of them are written by Jason DeAngelis, the founder, and then a couple by other people in the company as well. But yeah, so back in 05, they had a manga app for the PSP. Wow.
That would be. It would be interesting to find a PSP with the books on there to see how they would look.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen it. I don't know if they did like a wide with like 2 pages or if it was like the way that showed, but I would prefer to do it up like that to get the full, like a good sized page. Yeah, like that.
Right.
But the PSP was not touchscreen, right? Like they didn't have a touchscreen original. No. That wasn't until later.
For this one, it says that consumers can read manga through the reader in portrait mode. The D-pad can be used to change the screen orientation, with the joystick used to turn pages. Face buttons like X and Y are used to zoom in. It is unclear if the reader will be available to consumers outside of Japan. I doubt it. And if it is, if they will be able to access Shogakukan's catalog of manga. Dude, I don't know. I doubt it.
I think it would be much better if, I don't know why they're trying to make sure to orient all the buttons to it when like it's a touchscreen. You can literally just use it
exactly.
like
that'd be better.
iPad.
But it'd be interesting because the Switch 2 is coming up this year, and that has a mouse apparatus with the joysticks. You can take the Joy-Con and use it as a mouse trackpad. So what if you make that available for the Switch 2 and you can use that to browse and turn the page or something? I don't know. This was the previous app that is available here, stateside, Inky Pen. And you can read comics and some manga, if I remember correctly. There's some IDW here.
There's a lot of Valiant.
Right.
Some humanoids.
There is some manga, but I thought when I first saw this, I thought it was free. It is free to download, but you have to buy the books and subscription or whatever. So I thought, I can't read the manga for free. All right, I'm gonna uninstall.
Is it tied to other services? Like if you buy something on another.
Inky Pen includes comics from across the globe, from big name publishers to indies and webcomics, including Hellboy, Dark Horse, Titan, IDW, and Andrews McMeel Universal. Many more.
Andrews McMeel.
Sarah Scribbles from Andrews McMeel Universal. I explored the game. Now I'm on a rabbit hole here, folks. Give me a minute.
Because it would be it'd be cool if it was like tied to Kindle or Comixology,
Right.
and then you could like
You can read School Rumble.
you could get the stuff that you've already paid for on this app, and you'd be like, oh well, I bought this series on
Right.
Comixology, and then I'm just gonna transfer it over there.
It looks like for the manga stuff, it's just the stuff that is already at Dark Horse. You can see here: Samurai Executioner, Lone Wolf and Cub, Attack on Titan. Oh, from Kodansha. Okay, so it's not just Dark Horse.
Yeah, because I was gonna say I was like, I don't think School Rumble was Dark Horse, but it's Kodansha digital only right now.
That is a wild cover. You got the chibi character in the corner and the huge ass face in the front cover. So, all right, that's an option for all you Switch heads out there. I personally I wouldn't recommend it, but go for it.
It is there.
Crying Freeman, Your Line April. Now you can cry while you on your Switch while you read this manga. Silent Voice. Inuyashiki.
Man, they got a lot of the older Dark Horse manga on there too.
Space Brothers, Parasite, Flowers of Evil. Oh boy. Air Gear, Battle Angel Alita. Go to the last page. Hey, they got some fan servicey stuff too. All right, that's gonna be inappropriate while you use your Switch on the doctor's office, and then you're reading the night cartoonist and her orc editor with all their cleavage right there. The doctor will see you now. Oh, I see that you're busy with your boob manga. Sorry. Ao-chan Can't Study, Eden Zero, Gleipnir, everybody's favorite Gleipnir. There we go. Oh, Maidens in Your Savage Season. So yeah, they got a bunch of stuff. And for comics, like I said, Archie, Dark Horse, Paper Cuts, a bunch of other Valiant, Ubisoft. What?
I wonder how many people actually use this.
It's on Steam. I would assume more people on Steam because of the Steam Deck.
Yeah.
If somebody in the chat has a Steam Deck and can verify, that'd be great. So shout out, I guess. That's cool. Let's move on to the first announcement right here. Actually, let me close all this. Sorry. Dark Horse announced today through Otaku USA Magazine that they licensed another manga, and this time it is Adabana. How do I say this? Adabana, right?
Adabana.
From Non. Non is known from series like Harekon or Harem Marriage and Delivery Cinderella. After the gruesome murder of two small-town residents, a ramen shop owner and a local student Sorry, I'm reading but not actually paying attention. After the gruesome murder, there we go, of two small-town residents, a ramen shop, and a local student, the community is left shocked. Mizuki Aikawa, the best friend of one of the victims, confesses to the brutal crime. However, nothing is as it seems, and Mizuki's public defenders believe there has to be more to the story. When the truth unravels, they discover a tale of class exploitation and the deeper struggles of meeting family expectations. This one hits comic shops and bookstores August of this year, August 12th. Apparently, it's a sad series filled with mystery, intrigue, detective stuff.
So this is we haven't had a ton, like Dark Horse lately has been doing more like re-releasing older licenses or like deluxe edition versions of existing licenses. So this is fun because not only is this a new license entirely, but it's from a creator that I don't believe has had. I don't believe that her stuff has been published here yet.
I saw them retweeting the Dark Horse stuff.
Harem Marriage was digitally published by Kodansha.
Okay.
But I sent a link. Hold on one second.
Yeah, go for it. Cast that manga on the 42-inch TV. Hell yeah, at the doctor's office and entertain people with the with your device, and you can tell them like this device has personality to it. You know.
So I sent a link to you on the private chat.
Yes. What am I looking at? Polestar.
So now that we're getting this series from Non, maybe we can get her, I believe, current series.
What? Okay, Polestar. It's a manga about a girl practicing pole dancing.
Yes,
competitively, not erotically.
It is a competitive pole dancing series.
That's awesome. Hell yeah.
I would absolutely, just like when I was looking at the creator, I saw Polestar and I was like, oh
my gosh. And apparently this is not the first manga to deal with pole dancing. There's another one called by somebody else, Silver Pole Flowers, though I assume this one's a little bit more risque. So Google with caution.
The Polestar one is definitely like not meant to be a sexual thing. It's just like a sports series.
Apparently it says here, Yayano, a junior high school girl, moves to Atami from Tokyo with her mother. A somewhat rustic hotel is her mother's new workplace. Yayano is anxious about her new home, but there she witnesses a surprising sight of her mother. For Yayano, this is a turning point. A simple pole will change a girl's life in a miraculous way. Okay. Go for it. So we are getting Adabana, which came out back in 2020. 3 volumes, 28 chapters. A girl with rough life circumstances, blah, 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 blah. So there you go. Yep. Shout out. Performing arts drama. There we go. I like that. Well said. Is Harem Marriage the one that one manga with the meme panel? I don't know. Maybe. Inky Pen isn't on Steam yet. You can add it to your wish list. Got some spicy Jose at Inky Pen. Shout out. So yeah, Dark Horse. Shout out to them getting Non's Adabana. 7 Seas announced a bunch of stuff, and I love when these announcements happen. Obviously, it's not going to be for everybody, but to see the reaction of people online, it just makes me giggle because obviously they're not going to read it, but I guarantee you that's an instant seller right there with the stuff that I'm going to read tonight. With one title specific or 2 titles specifically. The first one here, this is a BL book, God of Seduction in the Bedroom by Fumi Tsuyuhisa. Satoru's love life has hit rock bottom as the world's worst lover. He's been dumped time and time again due to his terrible skills in bed. Just when he thinks all hope is lost, the God of Seduction, affectionately nicknamed Echan, suddenly appears to turn his fortunes around. Echan reveals that the only way to make things right is to find Satoru's perfect partner, a match so ideal that sparks are guaranteed to fly. That actually sounds fun. So that's cool. Shout out. I hope they find him. Then we go into this. My girlfriend is 8 meters tall. We're silly Americans. What is 8 meters in American?
was about 30 feet or something.
30. Okay, thank you.
Let me see
So
for sure.
the first volume comes out August of this year by Wataru Mitogawa. Kotaki Yumeji was just your typical high school student until his childhood friend, Chieri Omine, transferred into his class, now standing at a jaw-dropping 8 meters tall. As
Which is like
Chieri's assigned help, go ahead.
26.
26? That's a good
So
number.
she should be like between 2 to 3 stories tall.
Right. As Chieri's assigned helper, Yumeji finds himself navigating the ups and downs of school life in more ways than one. From giant-sized mishaps to tender moments, their unique relationship is full of heart-pounding surprises. Heart-pounding surprises. But even with a height difference this extreme, who's to say that romance is out of reach? Get ready for a romantic comedy that's truly larger than life. I made a post. I'm going to look for it because I went down a rabbit hole of fictional giants in manga or in pop culture. And I wrote Giant Man, Giganta, Treebeard, King Kong, Galactus, Atom Smasher, Anti-Monitor, Paul Bunyan, Mount Lady, the girl from Gigant, I forgot her name, and now Chieri Omine. She's now inducted into the Tall Character Hall of Fame. So shout out to my girlfriend is 8 meters tall. This will do really well as well. I guarantee it.
It sounds fun and like also, god damn it. It sounds fun and also like it's not. I think it's shonen. I don't think it's seinen. So it's probably going to be mostly pretty innocent. Like
it's not going to be. Yeah, it's not going to be like super heavy on the.
Yeah, it's not going to be super duper ecchi or anything like that.
Yeah. I'll check it out. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm definitely intrigued to check it out. But it's funny because like I didn't see all of the reactions for this, but I saw some, and I feel like some of them were people who were like, "The fuck?" Like, what? Like I just think about like if he's as if it's like inherently gonna be salacious, I guess.
Right.
When nothing about it from what we read here and see here, just from the cover, is suggests that at all. It's just like she's really big.
It's fun. Warren's gonna check it out. Let's go. Don't forget about Godzilla. I didn't want to include him in this weird list that I dropped.
The entire giant species from One Piece.
Right. Also true.
And
Celestials as well. Yeah.
So many of the characters in One Piece who just for some reason are like 20 feet tall. But they're not. Yeah, they're like I love when they do like a lineup and it's like Luffy is like 5 feet something, like 5'6", and then it's like Katakuri is 8 feet tall, or like 9 feet tall, and then it's like Whitebeard is 15 feet tall, and just gets ridiculous.
Right. Oh, H-Field gave us an update on the meme. It's the panel where a woman is watching a man and a woman make out in a car, and the woman goes, "Someone's watching us," and the guy goes, "Oh, it's just my wife." I think I've seen that. Could be it. Yeah. Next one here is The Handsome Cat Boy Wants to Be His Pet by Naruko. This comes out in September. I assume this is a one and done book.
I think so.
Jiro has an unfortunate penchant for attracting trouble, so when he stumbles upon an odd-looking cat on his way to class, he does his best to avoid it. However, the cat not only steals Haruta's lunch, but it follows him home. And if that's not strange enough, the cat transforms into an extremely handsome man named Kanawa, who declares in front of everyone that he wants to be kept by Haruta. Can Haruta escape this catastrophe? Ah, good pun there. Or is he stuck being the proud owner of a handsome cat boy? It's interesting that last week we talked about the Dog Moon manga with Doberman, and now we got Catman.
Yeah.
Next week we're going to get another Animal Man person.
Animal Man,
but yeah. That's fun. Okay. Shout out. I hope it works for the two of them. Then this one, I saw a lot of reactions for it, and they all made me laugh like a school child.
the title alone, like the fact that they went
The Cuckolding Wizard's Adventure. This comes out in December, Volume 1. It is Ghost Ship, so it's 18 plus. Young swordsman Alvin from Alvin and the Chipmunks, I'm kidding, has put together a nearly perfect adventuring team with his best friend and ranger, Renka, and the adorable priestess, Milis. Though they have managed well so far, things really start improving after the wizard Shinji from Evangelion joins their group. Now they're becoming the best team ever. But what Alvin doesn't know is that while Shinji is a capable and reliable wizard in the streets, behind closed doors, he's tangled up in the ladies' sheets. And his lust doesn't stop with his teammates. Shinji's also managed to find his way into the beds of companions and enemies alike. Settle down, Shinji. Will Alvin remain blissfully unaware of Shinji's lecherous ways, or will things come to a head if he finds out? Well, you can find out if you're interested on at the end of the year when this book comes out. This is by Mazikari, Masahiro Itosugi, and Maku Wauni, or something like that.
I think that while the title is like shocking because it's fucking cuckolding wizard,
Oh my God.
the description sounds really funny. Like honestly, just like
it sounds like your standard pervy, not safe for work manga, like with adventuring to the whatever.
I'm assuming that because it is like an NTR series,
Right.
like that's why they called it Cuckolding Wizard. But like
immediately, some people are going to be like super pissed off, which I saw online. Like,
yeah, but I assume that like the main dude, Alvin, probably like has some sort of relation, or like maybe because it says his best friend Renka, so maybe I'm gonna assume like he has something like or is hopeful of something with her, and
right.
then they're saying that he gets cucked because the wizard Shinji is sleeping with her instead, and I want to assume it's just like dumb comedy around that kind of stuff. But I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna try it out and see like how it goes.
Let's go. That's what happened when the third impact occurred. That's why Shinji's there now in this wizard
Shinji
world.
straight into the chair, just sitting there.
Another one here. We have The Princess I Loved in My Past Life is now a middle-aged dad. This is by Wasa Sagiri. Comes out in September, the first volume. Once upon a time, a princess and knight loved each other very much, but they never tied the knot. The two vowed to find each other in their next lives. Bartholomew, the knight, has been born as a high school student named Haruto and has spent his whole life searching for Princess Claudia. But when he finally finds his princess, she's a 50-something high school vice principal and a father. But this knight loves his princess in any form. On the other hand, Claudia is self-conscious about now being a middle-aged man with a dad bod and how others might perceive a relationship with a younger man. The princess just isn't ready to accept Bartholomew's feelings just yet. Can the young knight win over his fated love? That sounds hilarious. I actually want to read this. The princess I loved in my past life is now a middle-aged dad. Shout out.
That one sounds funny as well.
That is similar to the one that's airing right now. What's the name of it? I watched one episode and enjoyed it. From bureaucrat to villainous, dad's been reincarnated. It's a dad that gets reincarnated into an otome-based game as the villainous character, and nobody knows, obviously. So he's using the knowledge from his daughter's playthrough of the same game to navigate the plot of the game, whatever. But it's that's a trend now. This Princess manga sounds awful. I don't know. Could be. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I understand your complaint though.
I think it sounds really funny, and I'm looking forward to if I decide to check it out because I'm not I have a lot that I read right now, and so it's hard to like add just willy nilly. Like I'm assuming that we'll see funny scenes of like the characters in their current lives, and then their past lives standing behind them, like stands from JoJo's.
This is an airship book. I apologize for the airship heads out there. I'm not going to read too much into it. The Misdeeds of an Extremely Arrogant Villain Aristocrat. It's a light novel by Yukiha Kuroyuki and Uo Denim. Sorry, butchered that. And then we got another Korean novel, Be a Light in the Dark Sea by Soft Coral. This one comes out next year, the first volume of it. And I believe that is it, right? Seven Seas also announced a Siren imprint, which is an audiobook. There we go. So pretty interesting. Obviously not going to be for everybody, specifically these two. But I could see 8 meters tall girlfriend doing pretty well. God of Seduction in the Bedroom sounds fun. And I guarantee you, Cuckolding Wizard's Adventure is going to sell extremely well. Because all of the degenerates out there fueling the thing, the machine or whatever. I don't know what I'm saying.
When's the anime happening?
Right. The only license I'm interested in from this batch is the Korean novel. I saw some positive buzz from people I follow with its announcements.
I don't know how to read, so that one doesn't really do anything for me.
Right. I'll pass, but let us know eventually when if we're still alive and kicking and doing this show, let us know, H-Field, in April. So those are the announcements for now, but I do have one first impressions that I wanted to talk about, and it is from everybody's friend, Boichi. Boichi's got a new manga that just came out called The Marshal King. Have you heard of this one?
The image of the character looked like his version of Ace.
Yes.
So I got confused for a second. I was like, oh, I guess they're trying to advertise his One Piece again. Whatever.
Right, yeah. But this one, I mean, I like Boichi. Certain cast members here don't.
Yeah,
they shall remain nameless.
I sent the picture to Colleen and I said, hey, your bestie has a new series out.
And that's why they refuse to be on tonight, by the way. I'm kidding. The Marshal King. I like Boichi. I'm a huge fan of Dr. Stone. I love the art for Dr. Stone. I think it's great. I have not read the other series that Boichi's a part of or whatever. But this one is a steampunk western. The summary says here, nobody on the continent has heard of the evil deeds of the great outlaw M. Godspeed. But one day, a young man claiming to be the criminal's son suddenly appears trekking through the harsh desert. This Jim Godspeed says he's killed his father, and he has the corpse to prove it. It's a steampunk western. So that is pretty much what happens in the very, very first chapter. It's a very stylized, beautifully drawn series. If you're a fan of Dr. Stone, if you're a fan of his One Piece spinoff, if you're a fan of Trigon, for example, I think you'll be right at home with Marshal King. I really don't have a solid opinion yet because there's only one chapter, but I can show you the art. And basically, Godspeed is like this uber badass. He's got like golden arms and he's very quick to draw and use some badass guns and stuff. Everybody's fearful of Godspeed. And apparently, his son is after him. A lot of people in the manga speculate that he's after the huge bounty on Godspeed, but the character says that you might think that, but there's more to me than that. That's not it. Towards the end, the character reveals that he wants to be like an actual U.S. Marshal, because this is set in America, and go to a private academy or something. So I figured that would be your shonen school trope mixing in with Western. I don't know. Could be interesting. Could be fun. I can't wait for chapter 2 to see more of it. Also, this made me laugh that this is the generation that belonged to the Desperados. Shout out. And I like this first chapter and how it blends in the black and white with the coloring. That's pretty cool. Super hyper detailed. Again, if you've read stuff drawn by Boichi, you're gonna love what you see here. I love that they mix the gold here with the coloring, so it really stands out.
That's cool. If this gets a physical, which like I'm gonna assume that it will, just because it's Boichi. I wonder if they'll put the gold in there.
Oh, that'd be great. Yeah.
Kind of like how, what was it, Colorless did spot coloring.
Right. Yeah, I remember that.
Also, it's funny that you mentioned Trigun with this, but did you know that Boichi did Trigun?
I did not. Oh, look at that.
That's
Nice.
what Boichi's Vash looks like, and Boichi's Silly Vash as well.
Silly Bash.
Yeah, he did for the multiple bullets.
Oh, I see.
This was like published after the series ended. And it was really,
Is that like was that book like a tribute fan, like from different creators?
It was a bunch of different creators, including another of your favorites, Satoshi Mizukami, actually had a short story in here.
Nice.
So a lot of different creators did little short stories. Boichi, Masakazu Ishiguro, Satoshi Mizukami, Arc Performance, Yusuke Takayama, Yuga Takauchi, and Akira Sagami. And then it also has the 2-chapter manga that Naito did for the movie Badlands Rumble. So all kinds of stuff in here. And interestingly enough, while Dark Horse did release this book, it's not been recollected as like either the part of the paperback omnibus or the hard. I believe the hardcover deluxe editions don't have it either.
Interesting. Here's our main protagonist. He's naked. That's why the video on tonight's broadcast says "Naked Cowboy," and he's dragging this metal coffin similar to Will Smith carrying the dead alien or the unconscious alien from Independence Day through the desert. And that, that's the coffin for supposedly his dad. I think there's more to it, and it's something I want to think it's symbolic because they specify like my son, and he's like my dad. I'm like, really? Could be something else. Could be a red herring. I don't know. I'm interested to find out. I'm going to show you his corpse though, because why not? I saw this guy, and you saw Ace, but I kept seeing like this is Dr. Stone in the Wild Wild West. And here's the corpse of Godspeed with the golden arms and stuff.
Godspeed.
So there are a lot of people that learn about this, and they're going to aim for to get the corpse to claim the bounty. So you're going to have villains, these guys, blah blah blah. I like the mechanical stuff. That's always fun to see. Reminds me of Wild Wild West from Will Smith.
Wild Wild West.
Da, da, da.
But not the old version, just the Will Smith version.
See, Naked Cowboy. Yeehaw, brother. He looks like what's this guy's name? This guy's name from Dr. Stone.
The
Ryusei? The navigator.
Yeah. Except didn't that guy had lighter hair, right?
Yes. So yeah. I'm gonna scroll a little bit. Killing all these guys left and right. With the coffin's lid, of course.
He needs some food. That dude's skinny as hell.
Right. So the whole Marshal thing comes into play here. That's a pretty iconic panel right there. Although it's pretty silly when you realize that he's naked, but okay. the Western U.S. Marshal Training Institute. So he is going to enroll in that academy, but it's for elites. So I guess he's hoping that with the claim of his dad's corpse, he can get the street cred to be able to join. So are we going to get like My Hero Academia with students trying to become U.S. Marshals? We'll see. So shout out. That is Marshal King. So again, you can read it for free here on Manga Plus by Boichi.
That one seems like fun.
Gold coloring is really fun. This looks freaking cool. Hope for a physical. This will get a physical. Not now, but next year I could see it happening.
Yeah,
if it doesn't get canceled.
Definitely could see this getting a physical. I see, as long as like he doesn't completely shit the bed, like, and it just starts sucking after a couple chapters. I think he's gonna do well, but like I feel like he's a creator that the editorial probably has like some leeway for him.
Right. Kane, unfortunately, yeah, only digital for now. There's only one chapter out. I should have mentioned that earlier. Chapter 2 comes out next week.
Just came out like a day ago.
There was one comment here. I got to see how the women folk are drawn first. LMAO. That should be. I would expect the same art from Dr. Stone for the ladies. Honestly.
Yeah. Giant bust, tiny waist, giant bum, and scantily clad.
I would read the hell out of a Mad Max manga, to be honest. That'd be fun. That's a D in there. I don't think so. Might have been the coffin lid.
Not a manga, but do you remember the Wacky Racers comic that was
from the DC initiative, right?
Yeah. Whenever DC did the like Hanna-Barbera Beyond, I think was the unofficial name. They never really gave it, but like one of the titles that not many people talked about was Wacky Raceland, and it was very much Wacky Racers in the post-apocalyptic, very Mad Max inspired setting. And it was, I think it was only 6 issues, but it was a glorious 6 issues. It was
right. Yeah. That was fun. By the way, Chad, I will not be talking about this, but I did want to promote it. There is a new Shonen Jump title. It's called Embers. If you guys want to check it out, 1 chapter out, and it's a soccer manga. So if you want to read it, there you go. Middle school brawler, but he looks like freaking like a college student. To be honest, look at that guy.
Yeah, it's like freaking Tokyo Revengers. They're all like middle schoolers, but they look like Draken's like 6 feet tall, and they're all killing each other.
Like they're 25.
Yeah.
So that's a new one, and there's some bunch of others as well. Where is it? All these. They just released the Metaphor Refantasio manga. I don't know if it's an adaptation of the game or set in the universe of the game, or a sequel, spin-off. I don't know. Prequel? Who knows? So if somebody knows, let me know. Let us know. Let everybody know, please.
Let the world.
Because I know the game is really popular. So yeah, there you go. Shout out. Middle schooler, excuse me. Embers. The character looks like he's in the Kim Possible universe. Metaphor manga is the same as the game, so it's an adaptation. Okay, got it. I want to play the game first though, so it's on my list to play eventually.
You remember when Blue Dragon came out?
Yes, they released like 3 games for that,
and
aside from the show.
The manga by Takeshi Obata, and it was like not like the game at all.
Not at all.
Blue Dragon Ralgrad was like,
I remember that.
Nothing like the game.
Oh, James, Kim Possible Universe, my universe. James is a fan. I forgot about that. It's kind of a funny version of the main story in game. Thank you, Saj. Story of the game. Got it. Thank you. Also, unrelated to manga, but I did want to point this out for all you nerds out there. I'm excited, even though I talked shit about it on the Monday streams. We finally have the pre-order for the ROM Marvel Legends figure, and I wanted to highlight it here because we rarely talk about figures on this show.
Oh, how much are those new ones? It's like the same price.
$25.99. And ROM Space Knight action figure comes out in June. You can get it from this BBTS or the Bezos website or Entertainment Earth, whatever you prefer. And look at that. He got some cheeks, son. That's why they call him Space Knight.
I remember when they first showed this whole line of like the ones that come with the little comics and like the bigger boxes and stuff.
Yeah.
People were like talking about it being like $40 or $50 a figure. I was like, no way. There's no freaking way.
I know. Wait, Hasbro. So the line or the wave is this one.
Yeah.
Let me zoom in a little bit.
Man, if I was still collecting Legends, I would be so excited about the Banshee one because I was waiting for Banshee.
Banshee, ROM. So the news here, folks, is that y'all thought I was a hater ass bitch for ROM, but I pre-ordered the figure. I am getting it because I do like the character design, and I want the toy. Adam Warlock is coming out with the Infinity Gauntlet, by the way. Miles Morales, Spider-Man, Dawkins, and Ultimate Iron Man. I love to see more Ultimate figures. Let's go. Shout out. If I were collecting Marvel Legends, I would totally get into like the whole line. I would get the Iron Man.
No, Warlock did not have the other head. I was wondering if he had the Magus head.
The previous one that I have has the no. Wait, does it? There's one Warlock that does have the Magus head. I don't know if this is the one I have or whatever. James only ordered ROM. Good.
My favorite Warlock design was actually the Abnett and Lanning Guardians. He had a black with like red design on it and stuff. It looked really cool.
This one with the what do you call the? It's not a cape. It's the cape for your waist. What do you call that? This thing. Hold on.
A towel?
No. This thing. It has a name. I don't. Is this a design you meant?
Yeah.
That's my favorite too. What do you call this thing? The robe on his waist.
It's like a loincloth.
Loincloth? Okay, we'll go with that.
I think.
Let's see. Adam Warlock.
Yeah.
Marvel Legends. Oh, so yes, it is the figure I do own. Okay. This one. This one right here.
That one is definitely my favorite version.
I have him displayed with the regular head, not the Magus head. And he's in my display, he's fighting Dr. Doom. I have a display on one of my detail shelves where it's I have Thanos with the gauntlet teaming up with Dr. Doom, zombie Captain America, the tall lady from oh my gosh, what was her name? From the I'm blanking on Marvel stuff. What's the name of the team that Thanos assembles in the Jonathan Hickman run? That they showed up in the movies.
Yeah. Proxima Midnight. I forget what he calls them though.
The whatever team that is, the tall lady with the javelin thing. She's like the
Ritter, I think.
Her, yeah. I have her. And what's the other villain? Some other villain, whatever. So that's my display. So it's them against all my Marvel heroes. And I put in like random X-Men characters, Spider-Man, Black Panther, the Inhumans are there. And my one highlight of it is that I have my one Iron Man figure. He's down on the floor, and I put Thanos stomping on his head while he's like signaling everybody to come fight him. Because hell yeah, I don't like Iron Man whatsoever.
But
Let's see if I have a picture of it. Hold on.
You get the ultimate Iron Man though.
Oh, I know, right? Yeah, I love the Ultimate Universe. So that's why.
I didn't like that costume though. It was kind of like
it was kind of weird, but when I look at it, it makes me remember when the line first started. So let me see real quick if I have the picture. I should have it either on Instagram or somewhere else. Profile. Oh, that's not. Yeah, this is gonna be a while. I'm logged into the wrong Instagram profile. Anyways, folks, don't forget our sponsor, InStockTrades.com, your home for collected editions. You get your Omnis, trade paperback, hardcovers, manga, and more for great discounted prices. Free shipping in the US at $50 or more. Great packaging, wonderful customer service, only at InStockTrades.com. Shout out to our sponsor, IST. At some point, look out for the gift card giveaway as well. You never know when that might be. Could be tomorrow, could be next week, could be the other week. Who knows? Tune in and find out. Watch our shows. Hit the like button, comment, share, subscribe if you haven't, all that fun stuff. So, yeah. H-Field, thank you for joining. Appreciate it. Skirt. We'll say skirt then. Yeah. The ROM figure is already sold out on Hasbro Pulse. Oof. I think they underestimated. Or maybe they didn't. I just got Skip and Loafer figure set yesterday. Mitsumi and Shima are so cute. Nice. Heck yeah. I think I still have the Blue Dragon manga. I know I remember liking it when I did read it. I saw it, but never actually read it.
I have it.
Oh, yeah. You guys are going to stream tomorrow, right?
Not me. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I thought you were talking about Omnibros. Yes,
No.
We are going to be back at it tomorrow morning.
Third time's a charm.
Yes, same time. Yen Press has their announcements like 3 hours before Viz. So by the time Colleen, Will, and myself go live,
you can talk about that. Well,
yeah, we'll talk a little bit about those. Like, I guess in between other stuff, we can talk about that, and we'll see how much Viz has for us. If it's another like chunk of titles, or if it's just gonna be Kingdom, and yeah, it will be on Colleen's channel. We're doing the same again, and we talked about possibly making it a regular thing, just to do those as like a weekly catch up in the middle of the day.
Q&A stream.
Yeah, so that way, whenever announcements are happening, we're already like expecting to do it, but that'll be like basically me spending my lunch break on Fridays doing a live stream.
That should be fun. Once I read a completed series, I put it in a plastic storage bin. I'll have to take it out and see if I still have it. Might be a good idea to catalog series I already own. If you do have it, let us know. That'd be fun to look at that. I remember the DS game, which was very different from the Xbox one. And that pissed me off back in the day, too. Like, Xbox exclusive? Excuse me? What?
I still really hope that they'll re-release it, and like maybe a boutique company like Limited Run will put it out on other consoles.
Oh, well, they could rescue the title, because the anime, I think you can still see it on Hulu. I think still has it, which would mean Disney Plus also has it. Both Yan, Bean Queenie, thank you for joining, as always. Both Yan and Viz almost back-to-back is so great. Yeah. Do you think, since I'm not going to be on with you guys, I think Viz, I don't think they're going to do any digital stuff because
Man,
they announced quite enough last week.
Yeah, they did like
or the other week,
7 or 8 or something a couple weeks ago. It was a lot more than usual.
So I think it's going to be 30 minutes of announcements. I don't think it's going to be an hour. It's going to be Kingdom and maybe like 3 or 4 more. That's my prediction. I could be wrong. I typically am wrong.
Like, I'm going to say 5 to 10 and maybe not the full hour. But 5 to 10 within like 30 to 40 minutes. And Kingdom will be the last. If there are any digital, Kingdom will be the last physical. And yeah, they're wanting to save that for last.
Right. Although, you know what? Just to throw a wrench in your plan, the first 2 weeks ago when they started announcing stuff, they did the Hell's Paradise box set. Wouldn't it be a conflict of interest to announce 2 box sets on one announcement round? I mean, probably not, but you know what I mean. Like,
I don't think that they've done it before, but I don't think that there's any reason not to.
We'll see. My bet is still on the 2-in-1s, but box set would be cool. We'll see what happens tomorrow.
I think whatever happens, it's gonna be something interesting and different because it's just not a normal license. And like everyone that I've seen from the industry that's talked about it has basically been like, it's been like, oh wow, like they're actually doing that, like, and kind of incredulous, like how are they doing that? So there's got to be something going on.
So yeah, everybody's going to be paying attention.
But regardless, fans of Kingdom are going to get pissed off. And we don't get to use the Not Kingdom anymore.
Let me pull it up one final time on Omnibros. Or no, sorry. This one. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
There you
Not
go.
Kingdom.
So Riley, where can people find you on the internet when you're not here with us, goofing around?
Omnibus Collector and all the different places. I will have the February buyer's guide up pretty soon. I actually just filmed it a couple hours ago. Nice. So I'll try to edit that and put it up either tonight or sometime tomorrow.
Look forward to that. It's going to be great. You can find me. Oh, here's the link. Thank you, James, for Omnibus Collector on Blue Sky. You can find me on my channel. That's Manga Geekdom. Oh, you already know that. You can also find me on my Discord, which is the Manga Geekdom community Discord. I have a lot of fun over there. That's the way to reach me, honestly. I try to not pay attention these days to. I'm trying to use less social media. So this is my PSA. Like, if you want to chat with me, go to the Discord thing, and we can have some fun there. I do have social media links, but I'm not going to promote them anymore. So there you go. I just posted a channel update video on my channel. If you want to check it out, some upcoming plans that I'm excited for. I hope it is to your liking. And we'll be back tomorrow. Lou and Jess will be on. And then Monday, we'll be back for hauls, previews, reads. And then Thursday, we'll do it all over again with another manga stream. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, Kane. Yes, super chill Discord. That's the way I wanted it. And it's all because of you guys, honestly. Amazing stream as always. Take care and see y'all next time. Maybe tomorrow night. So let's go, everybody. Stay safe. Have a great night. God bless. Catch y'all next time. Where is the outro? There it is. All right. Bye, everybody.